Went back with another one. This is Sunday Madness 41. I know y'all enjoying a great Sunday. Football season is here. As always, let me get started. Let me get started. Let me put the thing in motion. Let me see what's going on in the chat room. As usual, there's been some interesting times, man. I've think, YouTube's been wild, but basically I just want to come to y'all like some interesting stuff I've been seeing lately. But yeah, I did see someone trying to say they done got banned off YouTube, but that Sneeko motherfucker, this Asian fuck that people are tripping about. Oh boy, is just a clown. Like these so-called red pill spaces, they get on my fucking nerves. You know what I'm saying? They're not really matter, so to speak. I know people's on some bullshit and people just want to hate to be hating, like I give a shit. But like I said, oh, I didn't set this up. Okay. Let me set this up for real quick, put it in motion. And, it's just like, I've seen it all the time. I've been looking at video game reviews and things like that, of course, and, preoccupied with other content besides the nigga shit and the bullshit. It's just like I saw a clip from Daquan Wilshire. He was talking about like men checking out and things like that, and he was responding to Alvin Priest's recent video. Yeah, man, giving them false advice, and that's why certain people exist. But let me speak on the WLM. Let's speak on that bullshit. What the fuck is White Lives Matter? Now I've heard that all last week. I think some people think it's a catch on with BLM and shit. To me, that shit's lame, bro. Like, you know what it is? It's kind of like when Obama became president, that's the effect. Now, I'm not pro Obama or anybody in these presidencies type shit or politics. Ain't this so asinine? They try to be like niggas with the BLM, and then they want to call themselves WLM. I hope the Trims will enjoy talking about that. They ain't speaking on that. Your boy Ye done called himself that. Like I said, he's trolling. That motherfucker wasn't trolling. He was serious. He's delusional. The last time I fucked with Kanye West, when he first came out, I didn't fuck with him after that. I always thought he was off. Till then, he's a whole different person right now. But it's just like I see this all the time on the internet. It's just like these motherfuckers is lame. People talk about the same old shit over and over again, right? And then to come to find out, they're talking about these dating shows I saw recently from Alvin Preach and I think through Daquan Wilshire. Daquan's been on fire lately. That nigga is hilarious. He's like the first comedians that's coming through. It is what it is. Who is that? Okay. Okay. What community tab post? Which one? Which one? No. I can't find it. If you don't tell me which one, it is what it is. Let me see. Psh, I don't see it. I got plenty of community posts. I post every now and then and share every now and then, but y'all don't tell me who it is. I don't fuck with it. All right. They said, and then Albert Appreciated one I just posted screen post the teacher Hughes prosthetic breast causes uproar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's a lot of crazy shit going on. But anyways, but back to the topic. I'm gonna stand. Oh, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one. Let me check. Let me check because I must have deleted that. I must delete that. I must delete that because I don't usually do that. I have to go into my studio and things like that. So let's see. I'll check it. I'm gonna knock this YouTube shit down. I'm gonna check this tab for a minute because I don't keep up with comments like that. I must have deleted. I'm gonna have to look at my comments. Hold on for a minute. Cause someone said there's the email and shit. I don't care about that shit. Let me see. Cause I don't keep up with that. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I see it now. Yeah, yeah. I know it is. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. The person in there. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna let me see something real quick since I got his little shit. Appreciate it. Yeah, I saw it. All right, back to it. Back to it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. I know who it is. I know who it is. Yeah, he's one of my mods. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, I'll email him later. I just got to talk about this album pre shit. What they've been doing lately. They've been doing some good stuff. Like I've been looking at content like crazy. I've been focusing on different things and what's going on YouTube and things like that. Some other shit. But yeah, I hit him up on the email later. Yeah, because I was looking at Daquan stuff. I've been looking at a lot of playthroughs with professional, but the real reason why Sneeko got banned, I saw that from Duke to Dawn. That was interesting. It's more to it. He's not an Asian clown that they're used. But he tried to act like he changed the world, but he's no different. He's just like everybody else. The Rise of Lonely Men and album Preach reaction. Yeah, I've seen that. That's a wild reaction. But I actually saw the video. I'm subscribed to him and Daquan Wilshire, but Daquan is on that tip too. But it is what it is. I mean, everybody's on fire, and this is nothing new. A lot of people, I'm not saying they're checking out. I'm just saying that's the norm, because the more bad messaging you got, no more problems if you see. So basically, what I'm saying is like when people talk about the so-called red pill spaces and things like that, a lot of these dudes been infiltrated for years. Like this shit died I would say 2020 because when the pandemic started, people got really exposed. They wasn't really red pill. I didn't panic when this shit came along because I knew certain things was going to happen. YouTube's changing, politics is changing. Because there's an election. This is election month. This month, October, because elections going on with the governor races, but the election is held in November 8th. So I've been focusing on that, primarily on that, and I'll talk about that this week probably on the Wednesday stream talk about the governor's election and talk about what's going on and who's going to vote or whatever. This stuff is going to matter in time. So y'all got to pretty much see what's going on, right? So when you talk about these things, you got to be mindful that most people just don't understand that this stuff is going to continue for a while. So, I know people are going to vote for Kemp and Herschel Walker, but highly they're going to win because the backing of Abrams with the alphabet community, same with Warnock. To me, they can win these races. A lot of people said they ain't gonna win by a landslide. It's a possibility because of the abortion shit. Anything that if y'all anti-abortion down here, you're not gonna win. Don't even waste your time. Most people, if they don't vote, they said the Democrats will lose. They say, which is a cop out lie. Most people gonna go out and vote. And I'm gonna tell you a secret. Most women are voting here in droves. They're gonna early vote, and some of them going not gonna lollygag. This is gonna be one of those elections that you got to be careful. And they sent me something that the last election I missed my voting. Like, well, there's reasons why I missed those. I was in the workplace. Some things I just didn't have the time in 2014. Like, it's just pretty much, at that time. And it's just like, they didn't count it. So I blame the state for that too. So that's going to be adjusted later. Yeah, I got some new gear just came today. I'm going to test it out when I open up this little thing. Appreciate it more often. So let me see something real quick. I'm gonna see something real quick. Okay. Let's see. Try not to get the runs on here, but this is what it is. Yeah, I dropped them. Just did, but in a way, I see this is coming like a great future, because I think, this election is going to be historic. I know people going to watch it, and that's going to determine who's going to be in office for 2024. But, the district attorney is most important election. And I agree with this guy that used to, he does a lot of Grand Theft Auto content, but he does other video game content. He's known for the GTA Online. Like he called himself the professional. He mentioned that like that's more important. Someone asked him in a live stream, said, "What's more important in the election?" He said, "District attorneys," because he took criminal justice in college, like in a university, and then he did his research, and that's the most important. They determine what laws to make, what goes wrong, right or wrong, because 95% of the time they do. The judicial system always matter. Congress just likes to run their mouth and writes the bills, and but the district attorney determines if it's going to go through or not through Congress. District attorney controls Congress technically because they have the full say, and the Congress kind of agrees on it. Senate agrees on it. The president can veto anything, but uses the district attorney, twists his hand or whatever goes through or not. So it's like you're in for a ride. But here it's like the state of Georgia is kind of like let's put it behind us. You know what I'm saying? But the abortion laws, I think they're not just going to let somebody run their mouths about, and they're just not going to have people just oh, that person retracted statements. Okay, okay, good. But it is what it is. Like I've seen some things going on, like on YouTube. They try to say men are checking out and things like that. Well, the men are not checking out. They're just tired of the bullshit. And I know some people say they need certain red pills. So yeah, it is. But if you live in your red pill lifestyle, you don't have to worry. A lot of these hoes on the internet don't pay them no mind because what you're doing is you're giving them power. Just like what Cynthia G showed her hand when Corey Holcomb talked about her. She's trying to sue people if they have a blue check mark on YouTube to take down your shit and determine who gets to speak on her or whoever. You know what I'm saying? She's coming after you niggas. See, I don't say nothing about it because I know she's synthetic and she's nothing. She's irrelevant. I don't put her name in her titles because that gives them clout. And next thing you know, and people attack you in the chat room and things like that. I ain't got time for most people arguing the point, but be clear minded what's going on. But it is what it is. Like you see, some people just gotta understand that a lot of things ain't gonna go everybody's way. And I know we see this a lot, and I know, whatever. I know oh boy it's live right now, but a lot of people still don't come through. But nah, this is Sunday Madness, it is. I know people ain't going because of the football game and things like that. That's just what it is. It is what it is. I was just saying, that's just how I look at it. The sad truth why being a hypocrite doesn't matter for Herschel Walker. Yeah, shouts out to Two Raw for TV. Yeah, but even though he's not gonna win the he's not gonna win the election. Nobody's not gonna vote for an idiot like that. He's bad for this state because it's bad enough. Georgia's got corrupt people too. But like I said, Warner's not gonna win. Bullshit. He's got protection of the alphabet group. I told you. he's got a lot of allegations on him. That's why Herschel Walker's not going to win. You can't win with allegations. I'm sorry, because Warnock, he's going to win by the protection of the people. He has no allegations because he's set. Herschel Walker should never ran. They was going to be pro Warnock because Warnock's going to win. It's just a biased way of looking at it. But I'm not saying being biased. I'm just saying the bias of the state. If you study Georgia's history of corruption in elections, you should know that they don't give a fuck about you. They just want you to um, be mindful of that. Just don't expect anything to come out of it. It's just what it is, and that's just how we get down. But you know how it is. But I ain't trying to leak anything or whatever. But it's just what it is. Oh, radio frequency noise. Okay, let me get that. I heard that radio frequency noise. RFI or some shit. But it is what it is. But you could see a lot of people just don't know, and they just gonna come around and say, "Oh man, this nigga's crazy. He's acting wild, and he's being textbooked and whatever." You know, but that's the thing about YouTube and things like that. I know people's worrying about that Sneeko situation, him getting banned off. He's just another one of them motherfuckers trying to be seen, be heard, and act like he got the juice. The motherfucker ain't got shit. Okay, he ain't got shit. It's just bottom line, like people like that, you just got to be mindful of who you're talking to. You gotta understand, most people just want to be seen on here, bro. They just want to be seen, and that's okay. If you want to be seen, but just don't lie to the people that you're the man, but you're not, bruh. It is what it is. Like a lot of people just going to get egged on and things like that nature, and I'm just not saying I'm not feeling it, but you got to understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But most people understand that this thing is going to take time. It's going to take time to get used to. If you really think that people are going to change in one night, they're not. It's not one of those things that you can just turn off. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got to understand some things you just got to look at it from all angles and you see for what it is. So it's not something that I care about. 95% of the time, I'm just going to look at it like, are we here? Are we just expecting things to be seen or whatever? I know people's streaming right now because, football season's is here and my team is still 4-0. I still like the Eagles and shit like that. But salute to them and everybody else. But you know how football is. We get down and get whatever. But, I'm just gonna look at this as a means to an end, turn this off and turn this on. Yeah. I'll turn this on. Play a little GTA 3 on here. My 100% completion of GTA 3 Definitive Edition. I played the original 100% that as well. Tell you, it's a classic game, man. Ain't nothing like it. I'll play some of that later and then bump my shit, after I get done. Because if y'all want to come through, because I'll drop it in the hour mark. So, test this other gear out, because all my trusty today, always trusty, but and it is what it is. But as you can tell, people just want to come through and just act crazy and then be like, all right, this has been a minute since we've gone through and things like that. But niggas are gonna be who they are, right? So I got one question for most people. Why would anybody care about these so-called red pill spaces? And I'll tell you why. They always keep saying there's male nature and female nature. There's no such thing as male and female nature. You gotta understand something. Some things is just you just can't be mindful of that, right? That's the thing about me. So if I see something, I'm going to hear something. So if you have people talking about it 95% of the time, why would anybody care what's going on in the world? Well, you got to look at this. Most people talk about men's issues all the time. They talk about it for years and years to come, and then they expect some changes. But you gotta understand, this stuff matters to certain people. This stuff matters to everyday life that people like what Alba was saying, like the stuff that you give them advice to do and tell them be responsible. But they're checking out because society's broken. Well, it's falling apart for one. And number two, you got the war going on and everything else going on. Everybody's moving different. So you get these problems. It has not changed. Still the same problem, right? But I don't speak for those individuals, man. I don't speak for that. I speak for myself how to survive not caring about it. Because this shit can go away anytime. I'm not worried about this so-called Me Too shit because that shit's dead anyway. And I let them have certain shit. I just don't argue with them because it's gonna collapse. Nobody's fucking with them. They're gonna be obsolete. Ain't nobody afraid to talk to them. I just don't fuck with them half of the time. And last year, I had no choice. I was on panels with them, and that's it. But outside of that, I'm not gonna argue with them in the chat or the panels or whatever because I understand how they move out here. And then Daquan was right. Yeah, my experience in my past relationship years ago, it's the same shit. It was like that back then, but the difference was we knew how to move different. It's just people got to understand. It's not just the gender thing. It's them too acting crazy. See, we got to be mindful of that. Just don't fall for the games and shit. And I don't understand why people just don't see it that way. And I mean, that's just how I look at it. And yeah, I got the game muted, so don't y'all ain't gonna hear nothing. It's pretty much, I'm playing my boy Clyde right now, because I love this game too with a passion. I'm just over here just roaming around, just doing my shit. I can't believe I wiped out the nines. I don't know if I want to play this version again. I want to play it on another console, whatever. But it's just what it is. You just tap, and I'm just over here just chilling. But you gotta understand something. People, tuning in Wisconsin Psycho Kenny. But it is what it is. Like, I know people are gonna do their thing, so you know, you know, I guess you're allies with the Jags over here. Okay. We're just gonna look at it. But the sports world is not changed since then, I just gotta be mindful of that. I know people are scared to talk about what's going on and things like that, but when Sneeko got banned, they say, right, he's just like everybody else. They say, yeah, he had it. No, he just ain't Tate. A lot of people say he ain't that dude, but he'll never be Tate. None of these dudes will be who they are. They just fake as hell. They just want to be seen on the internet. I told you the internet's been broken for years. Like if you say anything extreme to extreme or anti-government, they're going to attack you. That's part of the game. That's part of the system. You just got to learn to deal with the shit, move on, and I ain't gonna say grow a pair, but be mindful that this stuff happens all the time. Y'all not the first to do this. This shit has been inedible for years. Y'all gotta understand, most people just don't give a fuck anymore, and they just like they have to move different and evil all the damn time. But it's like, why bother when the shit goes corrupt anyway? You know what I'm saying? That's just something, the stuff that y'all gotta understand that everybody's not on the same page. Everybody's not doing the same things all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? And then when people have panels talking about how to get pussy and things like that, that shit gets old after a while. That shit was cool in 2020 and prior on, you know what I'm saying? But that shit's dead. Nobody listen to that shit. Nobody's listening to that shit and try to focus on things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here to change anybody's mind and be focused. But you gotta understand that most people just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Most people just don't realize that stuff happens all the time. So again, you gotta look at the big picture here. So I'm gonna set this down real quick and just keep it pushing and keep it on. What's going on, Degenerate? Salute, salute, man, salute. But yeah, it is what it is because I know niggas is going to talk about their thing all the time. But when you're talking about these subjects and people being revolutionary and things like that, that shit gets old after a while. Some people get tired of you and that's it. And they said, why are black celebrities seen as leaders and spokesperson for Black America? I'm going to answer that question for information, man. Well, it's social engineering and programming. And the reason they seen as leaders, the people that run this planet, the sociopaths that run the planet, are doing more harm than good. It's just what you got. You see it in the music industry. You see it everywhere, and they do damage control. They destroy people. They expect things to be perfect. That's why I have a series called the Independent Thinking Series. Think outside the box and try to go against the narrative that's on the internet, especially in these black spaces, because that's not true. Y'all programmed to like celebrities because they're fucking losers. They have no life. They're soulless beings, and they don't give a shit about you or your daily life. They don't even care about your families, bro. They care about they fucking selves because they're so goddamn narcissistic and they ain't shit. That's just the bottom line. Like you got on the internet, very narcissistic, but they care about themselves more than anybody else. That's just a fact. But you got to expect the worst for certain individuals, right? But you cannot expect me be on there, especially on the microphone in hand, which I don't really care. No matter what mic I use, but I'm still sounding excellent. I just want y'all to understand that that's just one thing about a little me what I'm using, but it's irrelevant. But the message just is most important. If your message is right with people, it resonates in time. Okay. Don't act like this thing is a problem. It's a problem worldwide. I gotta understand something. This stuff matters to certain people. Okay. I can deal with pain and struggle and not caring about certain individuals. That's easy. That's easy said and done. Y'all just making it more easy for me to understand that the world is not entrenched with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping off of what's going on and things like that nature. It's just I just see it for what it is. But again, even though I did the topic on liberalism, we talked about the complexities and Democrats and all that other stuff. It's very capitalistic, it's very a liberal society. I talk about that a lot. Capitalism, liberalism, they go together. Private owned companies, things like that. It's bad enough what we see now. It's a cancer. And we see the same thing in GA, the election with Abrams and fucking Kemp when they talk about abortion shit. See, Georgia is going to be the hotbed of that, and it's going to change some things. If we have a female governor, we have one in Michigan. Why have one in Georgia? It's going to happen. It's a possibility. But this time, things will be changing. And you better not say nothing bad about the women, or especially black women. You're done. I ain't saying shit to them. We just don't do it. I don't say nothing to them because the ones that don't like me, my ass, they out the door anyway. Who cares? They're just like anybody else. What's going on, Tampa? Salute, salute, man, salute. And it's just like you gotta understand something. Most of these hoes, they just gonna keep on saying dumb shit, and they're not women no way. So what you niggas are dealing with and tripping about, y'all deal with hoes, and that's what it sounds like. At least Daquan Wilshire breaks that down and tell people he's the only one that speaks on it. Even though he has certain channels, he's a comedian, he's hilarious, but he drops some messages now and now. Now he said I told you about that Gerber guy with these little dating sites, and these guys are thirsty in the DMs. He's a number of white dudes liking big bitches along with niggas. They try to say it's all niggas doing. No, it's what them white boys do that's loser or average looking or nice looking. That lets you know gassing their heads up. And that's why there's problems in the sexual market, especially on the internet, prior to the internet. And it's been like that forever. So they gas their heads up and their friends gas their heads up, and you see this all the time. Right. I don't speak like this all the time. I'm just speaking it in general, what I'm seeing. That's always been like that since I've came on YouTube and prior, and it's gotten worse. The internet just made it super times worse than it is now. That's why you ain't got shit. That's why people ain't got no content. That's why people just go around and bitch and moan about their past relationships for 15 to 30 years or prior and or less than. It gets tiresome. But we understand that people getting attacked. But man, Man, it's just crazy. But and T, man, you got a T on your shit. Shouts out to Ball X for that, man. Man, that's just wow. He got that nigga, man. Everybody's doing their thing, but everybody got that nigga. But shouts out to Absalom. He doing his thing. He on fire as usual. Everybody's on fire, you know. I ain't been dropping streams like that, last week. I could have, but I've been busy doing other things, keep my mind occupied on other things. So it is what it is. And then yeah, I'm gonna drop y'all some content to I'll say this Tuesday, all the way through Wednesday and Thursday. I'll set this up after the stream and things like that. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about things that is going to matter, in the long run. So, when you being evergreen, try to be evergreen and try to have it differentiate with stagnation and evergreen. That's the thing about content creation. It's pretty much what you're going to get into. So again, it is what it is. It is what it ain't. But I found somebody interesting the other day. I saw someone's channel posting LTG's content. I know he's on Twitch. He called himself lower tier god. Okay, he calls himself lower tier god, but he has that Bart Simpson haircut. Now they try to say Mr. Fittinelli, aka Mr. Fantastic, was the first one to have it. No, this nigga LTG, the one had it. He had the Bart Simpson haircut. Him and they both got the same cut. Now he cut that shit off. My man, Mr. Fittinelli, looked like Mr. LTG. He reminded me of LTG with that haircut. He has that LTG haircut, and then try to pay people to subscribe to him, and then he blocks you. That's just crazy. And I remember people trolling with the Street Fighter shit 3 years ago when I saw people's videos. It was 3 years ago when I was watching. I was like, they trolling this motherfucker. This motherfucker is acting crazy. But and then I saw something recently about the seafood thing. Like, you gotta have good reflexes and technique to play that game. But to me, the game, I don't really care for the game. I think, to be honest with you, the game's trash. That's just my viewpoint. I mean, if y'all like the game, that's cool. But me, I think it's trash. I would never play nothing like that. No, never. If I want a martial arts game with fun and well balanced everything else, I play Sleeping Dogs and other ones that's similar to that. Other martial art games got technique, but that one just is designed to get you frustrated, But it's one of those games you got to pick your brain and time and slop shots. I ain't got time for that. I'm one of those uh clean it up, get rid of shit, and then just clean up the rest later. You know, I'm that type. I ain't trying to do about technique moves and all that. Like, I understand it's based off real martial arts. We get it, that's technique, but 9 out of 10, most people ain't using them shits. They use that for special occasion if they want to destroy somebody personally. That's all it is. That's that Karate Kid bullshit. Ain't nobody studying that shit. It's cool and nice, but that shit don't work. It works for certain things. If you're that dude. And that's how you look at content lately and things like that. But you got people over here tripping and expect me to understand something and, you know, get these frequencies out. But, and I'm just saying, like, hey, but I'll get my trusty my new one in a minute. So, I gotta set this one back. So I'm gonna wait till when it gets to the hour mark. But I try not to doze off or anything. But it is what it is, and it's pretty much the same. So let's see what's going on here. Keep my emotions intact. Yeah. He said, "You move me, man. You want the chainsaw gringo?" He said, "Run or die." He said, "Run or die." Are you move, big man? He said, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you." He can't even talk like that. He said, "I'm going to kill you. Run or die." He said, "You want the chainsaw gringo?" He can't be talking like that. And the Colombian cartel don't even exist. I mean, the last time it existed when they had Pablo Escobar, man, that shit was wild. That shit died. He didn't even last long. I don't know if I believe they killed him or captured him, whatever, but he don't exist anymore. That's a whole memory. It is what it is. I don't know why people just look at it like crazy, but it's just like, hey, it is what it is when you starting out with the stuff like that. But you be like, okay, this shit is wild. Yeah. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna put this on the side. But yeah, it's 3:06 Eastern time. You know, I started 2:30 as normal, and we're all in the minutes, 36 minutes in the part. So Sunday Madness 41. Let me get started with new content. Let me start some. I'm gonna add some streams in a minute. I got something for y'all. You know, I kind of getting used to this, and I'm gonna pay this off next year because I know when I got this, and I'll be all right. It's all good. I got it for a year or two. That's pretty much it. I know. Let's see some real quick. Let's see some real quick. Da 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 da. If I can do it in the afternoon, I'm gonna try the afternoon again. Tuesday afternoon. So Tuesday afternoon will be 2:30. Let's see something real quick. Tuesday afternoon, 2:30. Let me see some. Yeah, I'm setting up independent thinking series. Where are we on now? Independent thinking series 17 open discussions. I gotta have some. I gotta. All right, still something for y'all. And crop this in there. Put this in there. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in here. So pretty much setting it up in here. Yeah, got y'all screens for y'all. Schedule another one. That's pretty much it. Let's see something real quick. Schedule one for Wednesday. And we're just gonna talk about Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We talking about elections. Da, da, do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Yeah. All right. And then we got Thirsty Thrills, right? Well, you got it right. Thirsty Thrills 34. Thirsty Thrills 35. Okay. Copy the link. Okay. We got this and Sunday Madness 42 will come through. Okay. Thirsty Thrills. Da, 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 35 edition. Open discussion. This is no screenshots. If you see, L D no 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 la 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 dee oh dun 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 dun. It's all Thursday 13. Dun, 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 dun. Let me stop thinking that 90s bullshit. Let me stop. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. We got it in motion. Everybody's not tripping on here, but you know how it is. But yeah. Let's see what's going on here for a minute. Okay. The Titans versus the Commandees. The Commandees is a bunch of boo boos, you ask me. Titans need to destroy the damn Washington Skins. I call them the Skins because they trash. You people make fun of my skin. Somebody's going to be pissed. Somebody's going to be pissed. My Eagles should better thrust the Carnellis. The Carnellis. I call them the Carnellis. The Carnellis in the building. Yeah. Let's see. What's on here? Okay. I'm going to charge my shit. I'm going to charge my shit, but I got to get this thing charged. But you got to get this thing charged. So it's like, I'm out here. And it's just what it is. I got everything going in and all the studios and all that shit. I set my streams up, set them all up for this coming up week and just it's just pretty much it. Yeah, I've been watching the professionals walk through San Andreas and things like that. I know people are gonna hey, that's this nigga, that's all he talk about. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Veterans Day edition. Save it to a playlist. Independent game series done. Let's see, political world systems. And then dun 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 dun. That song stuck in my head. Everybody gets tired of the Sir Evergreen God. Yeah. Yeah, you know, they get tired of the God for a minute. Yeah, just yeah. This thing always freezing up. So, I gotta charge my shit. You know how basic my little setup is, but niggas get crazy. But and the camera slip. Yeah. But it is what it is. Close that. Yep. It is what it is. And that's how I look at it. And oh me. But you just got to be mindful of what's going on, and then people just be like, "All right, we here," and just expect more than the same. But that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. And you just look at it, be like, "Okay, we here talking about the same old tip, and people trying to hate, and that's it." But it's a nice sunny fall day. But it's been cool nights. But GA's been the same, but people's been doing their thing. So I ain't got my other trusty yet. So I'm just waiting for the hour mark to kick through and just kick back and relax. And you expect more out of people just by talking and things like that. But like I'm just gonna look at this real quick. And yeah. Eagles from Vice City. I'm gonna take this down and get some room. Can't have a lot of tabs on here. This computer's still fast. And shit, I ain't losing it. I'm keeping this thing until it wears out. But shouts out to old boy over there, Kuda, man, like doing this thing. But I didn't know Booth Junkies had the voiceover thing did out, man. He's voice actors looking weird as hell. They look lame as hell. Like, who's these Pee-wees? Who are these Pee-wee ass motherfuckers? Trying to be sane and shit. Like, man, get your weird motherfucking looking ass looking like fucking crater domes and shit. I thought I looked bad, but god damn. I was gonna talk shit about me. I was like, motherfucker, bitch, you uglier than I am. Like, please. Yeah. Bitch, please. Like, motherfuckers be like, trying to call someone. I was like, nigga, you don't need to be talking. That's just what it is. But, shouts out to people that came through. Shouts out to everyone. I know the hate is real. It is over here. So, and I respect it. I get stuff on the playback. So be mindful. Thursday Thrills. Independent Thinking Series, shall I say 17 edition. We're going to keep pushing this series as we can. But you know how it is. And no, I don't get promotion of that. And I set those up and I'll be knocking out of the ballpark. And that's just how it is. And that's how I get down. But you gotta understand something. I'm doing this for a while and doing content for a while. It's been a minute. So y'all gotta bear with me. I've been doing this forever. And pre-records is a bitch too, because sometimes you gotta know what you're talking about and you gotta balance it out with stuff and then just it. And that's just how it is. And I'm just like, yeah, man. And it's just crazy, how people just come through you and talk crazy and be like, all right, this nigga acting crazy. Yeah. Niggas be like, you know, but that's just how it's gonna be. I know people listening and watching football and things like that, but football season comes around this time. My views when it comes, it comes and goes. When football season arrives, people just gonna get emotional and cheer on for their team and shit. It's kind of funny though. At the same time, people be like, "Oh man, my team lost." Well, your team don't give a fuck about you. You just a boo boo, man. You crying about something that you ain't got no control of. Yeah. Oh shit! The Colts beat the Broncos. The Brombaskis. So the Giants beat the Packers. Them sorry ass Packers. Now the Browns is playing them Chargers. Interesting. The Browns sexuals, you ask me. Oh, the Falcons, they gonna get bodied by the Tampa Bay. That ain't no game. That ain't no game. Bills and Steelers. Oh, Bills demolishing the Steelers. Man, I love it. The Bills are for real. The Bills are fucking for real. They're for real. Who else? The Jets are beating the Dolphins, the Dolphins, what I call them. Miami Dolphins, man. That's a good game, but the Jets gonna whoop that ass. The Bears are struggling against the Vikings. That's typical, Bear shit. Oh, Tennessee's beating the Commanders, aka Skins. Somebody's pissed on Twitter right now. I know she gonna throw up and go to the liquor store. And I'm gonna tell y'all her name. Her name is Crotchet Bay. She's a Commanders fan. Man, she's probably throwing up right now. She's probably throwing up right now because her team getting her ass beat. Team getting her ass beat. They're getting a beating right now. It is what it is. So it's like, I see this a lot and people just gonna be like, okay, people gonna be here and just be acting crazy, but it is what it is. But you got moments like that. So you expect people just to be round to it and intuitive, right? But like I said, the boys is correct. Yeah, men need to start learning surviving and things like that. I mean, we've been saying that forever, and niggas still won't listen. They too stupid and retarded to understand. They too slow to understand. Be like saying, "Man, these bitches don't love me no more," and then they act stupid and wonder why people don't fuck with them no more. Like, who cares, bro? We don't want to hear the pain and struggling no more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be holding that over people's heads. That shit don't work around here. Don't work and explain around here. We don't the work and then change around here. We need to stop the fuck around here. If you old around here. And that's how you gotta look at it. But let me see something real quick. I'm over here driving like crazy, but you know how hectic that we can be. Nah 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 nah. Dun 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 Coach, some they all want to come by when the shit's blowing. This is someone in there. Someone in there, mama. They act crazy, but when people come through, they just want to be wild, but football season is typical what it is. People just start tripping and act wild. So you know, I'm gonna take my other shoes off real quick, if y'all don't mind. Take my other shoes off real quick. I'm just gonna put these on the side of my bed and things like that. So yeah, I need some new ones bad. But you gotta see what's going on here. But people are just losing their minds out here. But the internet's making them lose their minds over the years. So it's nothing new. Like even when I showed the last screenshot, them hoes is acting crazy. They be on Melly show. I told you she's the new KS. He passed her that torch. She's been crazy ever since. So people just acting crazy, whatnot, and whatever. I know people don't know I'm not flexing or anything, but that's just it. But you got to expect more than you get less and whatever, whatnot, right? And that's just thing. It's bright outside. It's nice fall day. It's getting darker a little later. I don't know if they're gonna change the daylight savings time or whatever they're gonna do, right? So it's pretty much it. I'm not gonna turn up. I'm gonna turn up a little bit up here. I'm gonna switch in a minute. So I know nothing is on right now. So it is what it is. Okay. So I'm talking about a link to. Let me see something real quick. I gotta check that stream. I know exactly what he's talking about. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, let's look at that live stream. The most popular. Share. Copy the link. Yeah, I posted that. All right, I hope he gets that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it is what it is. So we're back. But this is pretty much it. Because that's all I want to talk about. I know there's a lot of drama. I'm just playing my GTA and things like that. The definitive edition. I am playing the regular version of this as well on the PS4 as well. My old one since 4 years ago. So I'm gonna do that probably. I think Tuesday. Tuesday. I'll be focused on all that Tuesday, and then pause it real quick, and then play the rest of the way that night. Because I can really get into the missions and things like that. Because my stream will start with like 2:30 ish or things like that. When is my stream gonna start? I'm kind of confused on that. Okay, okay. When's that stream is gonna start? Yeah, I'm not in the studio, YouTube studio right now. Let me look at something real quick. Yeah, discard playlist. But it is what it is, because the hour mark's here. Okay, okay, the hour mark's here. Okay, let me do something real quick. If y'all want to come up, that's cool. If y'all do what you feel, I will follow you. I'm gonna copy this shit. I know people are gonna get upset, and I'm gonna drop this. I'm not like everybody else. Yeah. If y'all want to come up, that's cool. I know people listening on the playback or whatever challenge. I'm just gonna set this link out. People want to come through, they can come through. Talk about something. because I know people's watching football right now and they ask question, if they want to come through and slide through. Okay, it is what it is. Let's look at the live stream posted. Okay, it's 2:30. Okay. It's a Veterans Day edition. That may not be a long stream, by the way. It may be a 2 hour. Throughout it may be a great stream, but we'll see what's going on. But after the bullshit, it's over. That's settled. Then I got one at 8:15 and things like that. I don't know how long that's gonna be. We'll see. So it's pretty much you see what you get. And it's pretty much like, and that's it. So, I'm like, let me think about it. I was in the trance for a minute. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but as much as I've seen, see what this candy is. Dad's root beer. Dad's root beer. Sweetwater's got some interesting candy, man. They sent me this mic, and I'm gonna test it out for y'all. I've tested out, and it sounded pretty good. I got this biodynamic, man. This shit is wild, man. Yeah, I'm on my tip. I just don't talk about it as much. I'm in other stuff right now. See, once I get tired of something, then I'll change it. Takes me, and I'm slow to change anyway. So pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Let me turn this up real quick. Let me turn the other one off. Okay. 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 Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah. We in it. But like I said, this dad's root beer ain't bad. This candy ain't bad. That's what I'm saying. But I don't understand why people talk about that Sneeko character guy. He's pretty much just like everybody else. Like we see this stuff a lot on YouTube. So you got to pretty much understand that this stuff is just wild, man. This stuff is just wild. They try to say, "Is he eating chips?" No, I'm eating candy. It's hard to suck on, but it's root beer. Got a root beer barrel. I'm like, oh, I got it from Sweetwater. I'm on my new mic. I think I'm gonna like it on this content on Sunday content. I might use this Tuesday. Found my Tuesday mic. I said, I tested out today. I said, man, this sounds great. And I know it's doing distance, 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 distance. Like, ooh, I like it. Same polar pattern like this Audio Technica I've been using for Sundays as my broadcast podcast mic. It's not a broadcast mic, but it's a podcast mic. I use that a lot. I know that mic that y'all heard me sound boxy, but this one don't sound boxy. Sounds a little bright. It's got a lot of pros and a few cons that I understand about it, but it had a good review, and I saw it. Everybody did a good review, and this Bandrew guy gave it a good review. It's a lot of people gave it a good review. So people ask me, what's this new mic? Well, it's called the Biodynamic TGV70. It's good for spoken word as well, not just for singing, but it's good for spoken word. And that's the mic I'm gonna carry. I like holding the mic in my hand instead of, but I like the clip that comes with it. The clip comes with this motherfucker is awesome. I could post that up and just pull it out for you and start talking. And it's got a good clip. It's got a good mic clip. And then I get the little zip bag. It's nice. I like the bag. It gets a plus and it fits the microphone and everything. I know y'all missed that smooth mic, the AKG. Y'all missed that, but that's coming to Thursdays. I use that for Thursdays. You know how that is. So that's pretty much it. I know niggas is hating right now, but I don't give a shit. I think it's one of my last handhelds I'm going to do for this year. So, I'm waiting on the other ones next year. So I'm going to spend it wisely. I really want the Sennheiser mic. I really want their microphone, that handheld they have. And it's pretty easy. But some people have it. But yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Typical root beer. A lot of handling noise. This thing can block sound like a whistle. When I record myself with this, it's beautiful. I'm just talking about a little microphone that I just purchased last week. I know niggas don't like mics. I don't like podcasts. I don't like mics. I don't like mics. I don't like mics. Proximity effect. Proximity effect. Proximity effect. Yumina, I'm yo. Yeah, that's the affection of the microphone, man. Woo. Damn. I'm super duper loud. They said this nigga got the loudest mic. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. And that's cool. Me and the missus went to Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. Okay. Shouts out to UD. Salute to him. Black American voters, no vote, no yuck, no vuck, yikes, and more. It's 5 p.m. Her name is Lockhart Perspective. She's cool. Yeah, but I can't, I'm not gonna comment on that. That's someone else is live stream. Purchase woman exposed. That's a dude. His no fap story. Oh, ain't that. Y'all dudes got issues. Y'all still on that bullshit. A lot of you dudes got issues when y'all say shit like that. I kinda pity you. It's Grand Theft Auto. Do 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 do. Niggas crazy. They got their heads up in the ass. So-called red pill space. They talk about female nature because they nothing but a boo boo ba ba da 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 da. It's Grove Street. Let me stop. Let me stop talking shit. He's talking shit. You know, It's just enough when people just talking bullshit about you and whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's the internet. I think the internet is just, it's a broken society and system. I don't fuck with it. Thank God I came back doing content, because most people gonna listen to me on the playback and they say, what's this nigga talking about? Is he talking about the same old shit? Oh, yeah. Oh my God, that nigga boring. That nigga boring. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get off the fuck off my channel if you don't like it. I talk about a lot of things. I just don't delve into the nigga shit like I'm preoccupied with other shit. You know, I was looking at what's going on, and Duke has been crazy right now. But I'm not on other websites like I used to. I don't be on VPN servers and things like that. I'm good. I stopped trying to care so much. I just kind of fell out with it. But people throw shots. I know niggas is fake on the internet. Because I've been saying it for the longest. Like, I give a fuck what they think. Fuck them niggas. It's just like the rest of these niggas on the internet. Like, they try to say this is the internet. Like, man, fuck you. And try to tell somebody, what you call it. We know it's the internet, nigga, because you fake just like the rest of them. And then, and old boy is right. And that's why they call them these spaces. I know he's threw a shot at me and old boy, but like, nigga, you fake, bruh. You're trying to do the same thing. Don't get me started with your fake ass. But anyways, fakest one on the side. But that's a whole nother story here now. I ain't gonna explain that whole ass nigga. If he wants to confront me on this damn channel, not on your bullshit channel. Stop being a bitch. But we ain't gonna talk about it this year, cause fuck this year and fuck next year, cause you ain't gonna be mentioned again next year. I'm gonna promise you that. I'm gonna mention you this year because you like to throw shots, but nobody fucks with you like that. I done seen the last views. I know my views ain't perfect because it's the pandemic. You know how they is. Niggas don't like me no way for regardless, but they'll find me and come around. They usually do because I stopped talking after that. Niggas don't know when to shut the fuck up. And then you got Mal Menor flexing his car like a little bitch. But shouts out to GMT showing that clip of him. He's a fuck nigga too. A lot of these niggas is fuck niggas, bro. They ain't about that. I stopped talking about that like months ago. I kind of stopped talking about it last month and this month, damn near, because I'm focused on other shit. I'm focused on the political shit. Like, I've been saying it while I've been saying the spring and the summer, and I told you this is going to be a big deal because the abortion shit is triggering these women. And that's what I'm looking at in GA. So I'm focused on my content this week and the rest of the week. Focus on the bullshit that's on this relationship guru shit. But niggas be on some bullshit sometimes. I don't care what people think on here. Fuck them. And fuck whatever website they be talking shit on me about. Fuck them too. That don't validate who they are. I don't get validated off of that. Fuck your approval, nigga. So I say, fuck everybody's approval. I approve my damn stuff how I'm gonna do on here. See, the internet is just like a catch-all bullshit media 22. It's not realistic. Okay, it's small-minded. I left this shit years ago. I told y'all my story. These niggas is fake on here for years, and I've been knowing this shit for years, man. Y'all do the same fake shit I done seen the past 10 years. Y'all no different than the rest of these whole ass niggas I done bodied, and y'all ain't come back. Y'all just mad because I'm here and I'm annoying y'all because I did content. When I leave this shit, the shit's gonna grow. What the fuck y'all been doing? Y'all gonna disappear. I'm not gonna disappear. I drop pre-records every now and then and don't give a fuck. It's going to happen. People gonna hate. People gonna forget. I ain't gonna never forget. I'll forgive the person, but I'll never forget what he did. I'm gonna air shit out. Yes, I got screenshots. Niggas don't like me because of that, and that's cool. I don't give a fuck, and I will continue to be who I am on here, regardless of anybody don't like it. Be a person. Be a person about it. If you don't like what I said, confront me on it. Come to this channel. If I have open discussions, hit the fucking link. If you want me to end the stream, I'll end it and then start another one. And that's it. Cause we ain't gonna have this bullshit. We ain't gonna have this bullshit. We ain't gonna have this bullshit. Because that's the thing. That's the thing about me. I'm personable like that. They said he said you're too personal. I said I'm personal all the time. I ain't fake on here. I want somebody to. I ain't gonna tell them pull up. Just be honest. Come up here and confront whatever. You have an issue, just say it. I'm not one of these fake people on the internet, bro. I'm real off of this shit too. It's just I don't have to do business with people. The business ain't my thing. And it's not about just having a connection. It's about, somewhat of that, but I'm just saying, like, be balanced with it. Or you just want to keep it YouTube, just keep it YouTube. Y'all don't have to fuck with me. I tell people, y'all don't have to fuck with me. You don't have to. Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to listen to. That's fine. I'm not one of these people that's fake on here trying to lie to y'all. I done seen it all, bro. I done seen it all when I was recording years ago. I done seen it all. I done upgraded my shit, and it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. And that's just what it is. I'm just like I have my own issues. And that's why you got a lot of dudes that's fake on here, man. You gotta look what's going on past the pastures. See, I'm trying to be an evergreen content creator as I can. It ain't easy. It's a process, but I have done so much for certain people, and enough is enough. But shouts out to the certain individuals, and that's it. Do y'all thing, man. Don't worry about me. I earned my key. I just got to understand that this shit is bullshit sometimes. And being a panelist ain't gonna solve nothing. That shit's over. People tired of that shit. They heard what I said last year. I said what I said. That was last year. So everybody's locked in. But this year, when people's in the pandemic, they're stressing out and killing each other like roaches. Everybody use the word delete, delete, delete. No, just say what it is. Killings ain't going nowhere. I don't care about YouTube. YouTube is dying, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about it. Now, I just heard about Twitch, and Twitch is dying. I heard this from Daquan Wilshire. Well, the reason Twitch is dying is a trash website. Again, everybody's going to come to YouTube, and there's going to be some changes in the CEO shit in the future. I'm telling you, politics is changing. Nobody wants all that. Somebody's going to get ousted real soon. Like, YouTube is changing. They're going to try to change the rules. They always going to change the rules and try to restructure. They're getting ready for it because fall's here, and they're waiting on next year to see where things are going to draw the line. Because next year is going to be crucial. I'm good. Next year is very crucial. It's going to be crucial what we're talking about, and then we're going to be like, all right, another year, right? Another year to see where we at. So it's like, you see this coming, you be like, okay, this another year in the process. Yeah, they love lies. They love lies all the time because they're full of shit. And that's why I have to be very careful who I expound upon. But a lot of people just want to be angry what's going on and what's in this purpose. But you got most people just being crazy and just saying this thing has to have a lot of problems. So people just want to get upset and just act angry what's going on, and then they forget the principles what's going on, and pretty much it. So I got my normal stuff here, and then just processing what's going on. You got to be mindful of that. I know people are just upset talking about shit, you know, and it's a nice sunny day, and I'm talking to y'all rough every now and then. This is the second half, but we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep this one going because I'm not just like until I cut it off to the 2 hour mark and we're good. Because we got a lot of niggas thinking things is sweet around here, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep y'all mindful. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Falcors got 13? The fuck? And the Tennessee Titans is bodying the Commandos, the Command Boo Boos. Washington is doo doo. Washington is doo doo. So the Cowgirls is gonna play the Ramses, the LA Ramses. Oh Lord, the Rams gonna eat their lunch. They're the Super Bowl champs. They're gonna eat their lunch. The Cowboys are trash. The Eagles better destroy the Cardinals, which they will. Kyle Murray gonna get knocked the fuck out. Mama said knock you out. Oh, okay. Miami Dolphins 3-1. Lord have mercy. The Bills 3-1. The Bills is gonna be ahead of the Dolphins real soon. Dolphins got Tariq. That don't mean nothing. The Chiefs gonna be 4-1 if y'all ain't careful. Chargers. Browns 2-2. Browns is trash. Ravens got it. I got the Ravens in that division. The Browns is trash. The three teams is 2-2. The Bengali, or Bengals, the Bungles, they would say. Ravens and the Browns are all 2-2. And the Steelers is trash. The AFC South, we already know Tennessee's 2-2 and the Jaguars 2-2. Interesting. What the fuck's going on? And the Colts is 2-2. Jaguars, Titans, and Colts. The JTCs are 2-2. Goddamn. And the Texans is 0-3. We know the Texans is garbage. The New England Patriots is 1-3. Unbelievable. The Patriots is trash this year. Wow, they 1-3. And the Jets is 2-2. And he got the Bills 3-1. The Bills got them. Okay, let's look at the NFC. Oh, the Eagles is 4-0. Giants is 4-1. Great. If Eagles become 5-0, you already know. The best in the NFC East. Giants right behind. I don't care for the Giants. That's a rivalry game. That's Jersey. The New Jersey Giants. And if the Washington lose this game, they'd be 1-4. They're trash because they got Carson Boo Boo. The Cowgirls is gonna lose too. They're gonna be 3-2. Cowgirls, you're not winning this division. It could be the Giants or the Eagles. They got it. I picked the Eagles to pick that. I picked my team to win that. Giants right the strong second. Now the 49ers is 2-2. 49ers and LA Rams. They're gonna be 3-2, surpassing them. 49ers is trash. Cardinals trash. They're all gonna be 2-3. Seahawks is trash. Everybody's 2-2 in that division. From Seahawks to the 49ers. Wow. NFC North, Vikings took that. Vikings is a better team. Packers is right behind them. Bears, the Lions is trash, as always. Detroit know what trash feels like. Falcons is 2-2. God damn. Buccaneers are going to be 3-2. Saints, you already know. Yeah, football is just, I'm just tired, bro. Like, niggas be like, what's going on here? And they expect people just to change shit and be like, okay. You know how it is. Some people just gonna be like, they be on some bullshit, and then we're just gonna be like, whatever. And then that's how you look at it. One thing I can tell y'all, and I'm glad I didn't fall asleep on this shit, because thank God I was woozy on the last one. My brain was rattled like eggs, and all that filling food and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. She's a hi, it's me. Ain't nobody want that. See this bitch going on. I'm on Instagram right now. Don't pay me no mind over there. These hoes is acting wild on the internet, bro. But Daquan's right. Yeah, you see it all the time. We all see it. Monthly. $4 monthly. Oh wow. I ain't gonna do that. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Wow, some nasty bitches here. Oh shit. Oh wow. Oh wow. I love this. Oh my god. They showing out, boy. Instagram is wild, bro. Instagram is wild. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all just don't know. I'm gonna be like Ty say, they do it for the free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She look good. Yeah, yeah, she fuckable. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a date. Mm. Yeah, she's showing her ass out. Go on, show it off. Do it for the free. Do it for the fellas. Niggas need some attention around here. Yeah, yeah. She's one too. It's a lot of these women out here, bro. Y'all over here complaining about hoes, man. Fuck out of here. They giving it up out here, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy, man. Look at this shit. Y'all scared of that? Y'all scared of that? Look at that shit. Booty meat. Tell you, Instagram done got freakier than freakier. Look at that. I don't know. I'll think about it. I like seeing that shit. Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Go on, show that shit off. Yeah, she a Scorpio too, but we're gonna leave that alone. I act crazy on here. Instagram is wild, bro. Yeah, them hoes is crazy. But it's pretty much it. But it's, you know, Ooh-wee. You, you know what I'm saying. But man, it's cool to have two microphones at the same time. But I got one in. But I'm gonna take this one out on the clip. I'm gonna take this one out to the chamber. Hey, what's going on? Anti-social salute, salute. But I'm gonna take this one out for a minute. Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna turn it down. Yeah, I had to turn it down. So get this out the chamber. Yeah, get this out the chamber. I'll set this down for a minute. Unplug my other one. Yeah, yeah. It's been going on, but it is what it is. I think people just looking at it right now. But the men are checking. I wouldn't say they're checking out. They're just tired of the bullshit. And I know people use the word checking out. And I want to know this from Albert Preacher was saying that about that therapist. Well, he's a narcissistic loon, man. Him and these hoes, man. It's just what it is. I get tired of it after a while, but after a while, you just start learning that the guys understand you got to do what you got to do, man, and you just got to stay away from people like that because normally we live in a society that people, and especially in the Americas, like where I live at, it's a bunch of bullshit going on. Okay, and people want that bullshit to arise y'all and then get a rise. So I stopped listening to certain people and I was just like, look, if y'all don't do this or shut the fuck up, you'll never get nothing done. Because people are gonna talk about the same shit over and over again all the time. You got to be consistent on and off on here, especially on here, because you can talk about different things all day and then talk about the same stuff like for at least 5 years. You got to switch it up. Sometimes I talk about the political stuff to keep it interesting and try to keep it wild and what it is in the standard, right? So I unhook the other one and then just try not to close out on that one. But I just keep that pushing if I'm ready. Yeah, I gotta get used to this this old boy right here because I'm gonna use this week. I'm gonna use this Tuesday. Once I use it on Tuesday, I'm gonna see how I sound and be like that. I'm gonna see how this sounds on the playback later on. But I'm gonna do some editing, whatever. But it is what it is. I just say one thing y'all gotta understand: once you do your content actually correctly and things like that, you can talk about the stuff. You just gotta balance it out with other things. That's what I do. And I've been preaching it's one of those things like that. So you got to understand that this stuff happens all the time. So it's like it's nothing new, so to speak. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping off of anybody's success or anything. And the sticker did not want to stick. This biodynamic sticker, man, this sticker's trash. They gave me a sticker that won't stick. Yeah, this sticker's trash. I ain't putting this shit on there. Give me some Kleenex on this shit. Yeah, get that shit off my shit. I don't like shit like that. Shit's trash. Like what the fuck? Since I bought this one, they send you those little sticker package and just little emblems. Like, man, don't give me no weak ass sticker that ain't gonna stick. Like, the fuck out of here. He's like, I hate stickers. It'd be like Banjo. It'd be like, I hate stickers. But he reviewed this microphone, and I said, man, this microphone is all right. It's just people just acting retarded though. I don't even care anymore. That was one day ago. Okay, girl. Yeah, it's a lot of things going on. Some people just act wild on here. You just gotta be mindful. Yeah, a lot of people try to say, "Oh, social media is bad." No, it's the internet. I don't even use the term social media. I call it social networking. Social media is just a liberal term for what it is. Oh damn, anime gaming. She's sick. A lot of these big bitches is crazy. They crazy on the internet. They lonely as fuck. I know that. Most of them are lonely as fuck. They want to get pegged hard. They want to get pegged hard. But that's the internet for you. They've always been wild. You gotta look at people for who they are. Sometimes you gotta forgive people. Some people are gonna be full of shit, whatever. And we talk about them, and these dudes that complain about them, they the main ones be in their DMs. And Daquan said it right. Every time when Daquan talks about people on Twitter and people on YouTube, and they're all doing it, man. It's the hypocrisy. I never do DMs. I'm gonna tell you a secret about me. I never did DMs. I never DM these hoes or anybody. I just don't do it because I know what they're gonna say. Like even if I comment on their little picture, they go crazy. That's bad enough. Imagine me getting blocked. I don't mess with them like that. I don't push up on them like that because they got people in their heads telling them what it is. You got to treat them a certain way, man, with impunity. And it's not personal. It's just you got to understand something. Some of these things, these people are, and they're fucked up in the head so bad you can't even talk to them. It's gotten to the point that you can't even talk to these things like that. It's a certain complex you got to have. Everybody's not on the same level, so you got to be careful what you say to these people because they're very emotional and triggered. This is a triggered society, so how I move out here is very different from what y'all do. That's why I'm not as friendly as most people are. I'm friendly sometimes to certain people I'm loyal to. Like, I can be a good friend and things like that. And if we hit it off and that's it. But when people cross me, man, it's just what it is. I ain't got time to argue with people like that. If it's gonna be an issue and all that, and there it is. I can't just get upset over some small internet bullshit on other sites. I just can't. I ain't got my mind ain't too piercy like that. I keep it 1,000 with everybody in the beginning. And I'm just being honest. I'm a really honest person. That's when you meet me, I'm a really honest person. I'm not gonna be selective with friendship yet. I have to build off that relationship first and then we build off something there. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people that's loyal to the end and never stab people in the back. I ain't got time for that, And a lot of people say I have. No, I haven't because If we met in person, it's a different story. See, online is online. Internet people act weird. That's what they do. And I've been noticing that shit for like 10 years and prior. I've done that. I've been stabbed in the back by people online all the time. And I stopped fucking with them. I just let them be who they are, let them be the content creators who are, be them as a person that's on the internet. I let them be who they are. I just move away from them, move accordingly. But see, in person, they won't do that because I know them personally and they know how to get down. It's a different story, But a lot of these dudes, they claim they real, but they really fake like that. So I give real advice and move on. You know what I'm saying? I've done this and I've done content for years and years, and I can tell you the difference between everybody else and me. At least I work hard, talk about different things, and try to encourage men move forward. Because yeah, women are gonna own up a lot of stuff. That's done by design. They're programmed to fuck us over, and it's not just them to fuck us over. It's just their program period because they socially engineered. Because weak men allow this to happen. Strong men is getting punished for it. They're trying to be strong to it and have one strong families, and some do and some don't. You just got to understand that the world's changed. I mean, my family's not what they used to be because I've heard recently my mom said she's getting a divorce. She told me it's out now, but I don't really care about that. I mean, good for her. I mean, what about time? That's their problem, between them. See, I can't speak on it. That's between them two. I'm out of it. And I know she's probably watching this. So I said, why is he saying that? I ain't saying that. I'm just saying it's not my business. If she writes a book about it, that's her business. I tell her, go do that. I mean, if you felt he was wrong, that's it. He admitted it. Heard them over talking when they talked. It was at the house, and then downstairs they was like, and it's what it was. But and they moved on. They was cordial about it, and which was a good thing. Most people when they get divorced, they start arguing, start fighting. But they was cordial. They see. My dad's 8 years older than my mom. There's an age difference. So what's the point of arguing? They're too old to fight, and people ain't got time for that. I'm the same way we're here because I ain't got time to fight people over some bullshit. I let that shit go. Yeah, I hold grudges to a certain degree, and I am if I really care about someone like that and then be passionate. But now I'm more fluent with myself. I don't care about those individuals that's going to stab me in the back, and if it continues, I remove myself from them. That's what I do. I ain't got time to sit there and take it. Like the fuck out of here. The fuck you think I look like? Ain't that stupid? That's for you weak motherfuckers on the internet. I'm a real person off this shit. I just don't broadcast my business out here like that. Not that personal. I'm personal to the content, but outside of it, I'm not. No. I have my own shit to worry about and try to move forward and try to strive to be better. That's all I do. I try to be better every day, not just where I'm at. That's just for right now. But in the future, I'm not going to be in this spot. I tell you that. Like I said, you keep telling yourself that you're not going to make it. I said, I am going to make it. I was not going to fuck with you idiots. And that's just what it is. So I've been on this thing for like a long time. So it is what it is. I'm not going to stop. People going to say what the fuck they're going to say. Just let them do them. You know what I'm saying? Like people going to hate regardless of what's going on. And I know people are tired of me talking about certain things. Like I give a fuck? No, I really don't. I really don't, man. Like this shit, it's just wild. It's just wild. It's just wild. And they expect us to care. No, I don't care. I don't care about none of it. You just got to get to your points and just say, hey, this is it. So we're gonna stick with, and that's just how it is. I can't believe Tennessee's whooping Washington's ass right now. I can't believe what the fuck I'm seeing. Wow. Wow. The Tennessee Titan. The Tennessee Titan. The Tennessee Titan. TN, baby. We got TN in this bitch. And that's just how I look at it. So if you see what people are talking about, the independent thinking series is like basically I'm trying to get away from the so-called red pill relationship, so-called talking points. And it's not really red pills, blue pill bullshit. I mean, there's no nature. Human nature, I'm gonna say it like this: human nature is crazy. I know what people call it. Oh, this that's her nature, man. There's female nature. There's male. It doesn't exist. It's human nature. Male and female just ain't the same. They just have different personalities. The thing is, the male leads what the female does. Wherever you do, they do. If we change, they're gonna cooperate. That's how that works. That's how I see it, and it's always sold it. And I saw this 10 years ago when the guy said he's absolutely right. Wherever we do, they're gonna follow. That's how they get down. You teach a woman something with your shit, she gonna act just like it. At first, when I was younger, I didn't believe that until I got a little older in my 20s, and now I'm in my 30s right now, and I see it. They was right. They act just like you, and then damn, you can't change it because you don't mark them. You imprinted that. Once you imprinted that, it's yours. But like I said, it's just your turn bullshit. I know it ain't your turn. Your turn is this her? You know, there ain't no turn. Now, only way when they say that, that means they passing and pushed it off of you because they think it's your turn. That's pussy talk. That's what you niggas is weak on. Always want someone else's woman. That's why y'all motherfuckers is weak. I don't fuck with niggas like that. Talking like that. She's just, she's just like everybody else. She's just getting used up. Well, who wants to get used up like that? That goes for men and women. Like, who wants to get used up? Nobody wants to get used up. Stupid. It's stupid. Because if you're not trying to build nothing, don't talk about it. It's that simple. If you're not into a relationship, don't talk about it. I don't talk about it on this channel. I'm gonna tell you why. I just talk about it in brief. It's not just a business, it's a combination of a lot of things. Love is somewhat of a business, but it ain't. You cherish that. But now they make it into this narcissistic, capitalistic thing about marriage. They killed it. Once you put money in it, that's what kills relationships. That's not natural. It will always gonna be manufactured. It's not real love. It's bullshit. What is love? Like I said, love don't make money. That's bullshit. It can, if y'all agree on the same thing. But if you don't, the chemistry ain't there. It's just like in sports. Shit falls apart. Something is broke. And if you're not able to fix it, why get in the fucking relationship at all? Wasting people's time. Because you got people crying about the same shit. The solution is right there. Stop fucking with that person if they don't show you or reciprocate what they want from you. But it's not even about reciprocating the fact. It's pontificating what they say and all the time. So if you got people that don't like you, don't fucking marry them. Don't fuck them at all in the first place. If you tried it, that's it. And if it ain't gonna work out at that moment, just walk up out of it and get. But people want to still fall in love. They love that puss. They love that sugar. Next thing you know, they get caught up. There's a baby. That's your ass. So it's like, I see it. These conversations. I was curious last year. I was on cool shit and things like that. And I hear certain men talking about their relationships. I'm like, dude, y'all ain't did nothing in 15 to 40 years. Y'all failed. So I'm saying they're gonna talk their shit about you. That's just who they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that to be mean or anything, Y'all just gotta understand people don't give a fuck. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Let me see what's going on here. I mean, now it's talking shit. Oh my God. The Titans done beat the Commanders like I predicted. God damn it. God damn it. She's hurt. Baby hurt. Baby hurt. She hurt. Baby girl hurt. Man, that's all I need to say. I mean, fuck it. I'm a little weird tripping. It is what it is. Yeah, connection's good. That means it's good, man. It is what it is. But like I said, it's coming out on the 2 hour mark. I'm just gonna let it go for the 2 hour mark because I don't talk to y'all for like 10 minutes and that's it, because I ain't got much. I know people ain't gonna come up because it's Sunday Madness, it's a free for all time. Y'all feel free, feel froggy, do what y'all do. But the relationship shit topics I've seen in these dating matches, what's her name? Melly Monaco that's dissing these men. They want to get dissed because they retarded. You can't save these motherfuckers that want to be weak. And shouts at the ask Nathan. He always says all the time, they're losers. You just gotta be prepared for it. They're doing the same shit they've always done, and they have not changed. Ever since KS died, y'all's God, and I don't give a fuck about his ass. I don't care. He's just like the rest of these niggas. One thing I have to give him some respect. He did help some of you dumb niggas though. Like tell you wash your ass and do all types of stuff, right? But he told some of you niggas, you gotta step away from that shit. He tells some of the niggas in the Igmore clan, you gotta get away from the certain shit. But they didn't listen. They want to regurgitate his shit. He didn't like that shit. But he was worshipped as a god. But he didn't care about his own health and what would happen. He died. I don't say nothing to people like that. I never fuck with him or subscribe to him. If you ask me, I was never a fanatic of him. I told you I'm the bad guy. I'm the piece of shit that people don't like on the internet, don't like want to hear. I'll tell you what you don't like want to hear all the times. Because normally I'm just being me. When you have a guy like y'all's infamous God, KS, it's the truth. It's just like he passed the torch to this woman. What's her name? Melly Monaco. I told y'all this before. Before he died, they met for a first time, and then it was a small thing on Instagram I saw. And he was probably whispered in and said, "You're gonna take the reins." And I would predict her subscriber numbers are jumping up. And if she keeps doing what she's doing, she's gonna get 1 million and probably more. And these dudes are gonna be sick. They said, "Why Millie get the numbers? She ain't worrying about you fuck niggas. As long as she ain't throwing shots at you niggas, whatever. As long as you come on to her shit, she's getting notoriety. And next thing you know, she's gonna try to members only the chat. There you go. There you go. And it's just it's coming because she's that type of person. I don't see why people don't understand that she's that type of person that's gonna change shit for the rest of the people's lives. I'm telling you, it's a repeat of history, man. Like people repeat what you do. You gotta understand something. Most people don't give a fuck. They just come on here and say some shit. What they gonna say? And she's just gonna be who she is. Like I am not mad that there will be more female so-called dating coaches. You gotta understand something. This stuff matters. This stuff matters, man. Like y'all gotta understand something. I don't understand why people just don't understand that the fact that we see this stuff all the time. It's just I don't understand why people just don't understand that this is gonna be wild, man. We see this all the time. And y'all act like this is it's a joke. It's not a joke. This is real shit. And people cry about shit all the time. But you gotta understand what Melly's doing, she's trying to get to that captivating level. And Dallas Global said Charleston White speaks on Boosie. He hasn't shown any growth. And when Charleston White says that, I have to agree with him on this. Yeah, he has not shown any growth. And you know why? Society. He chose the bullshit. And that happens all the time. Y'all gotta understand a lot of these people or rappers, which I want to talk about, they ain't showing no growth because people stop caring. They stop giving a fuck. And the once they stop giving a fuck, it is gonna be what it is. And that's what people gotta understand. Yeah, I got microphones and shit like that. Yeah, I got things like that, but that's cool. That's just something I want to do. That's just some of my hobbies I got into, and I like speaking sometimes. I got the ones that you can speak into, and I picked the right ones that's gonna benefit me on this channel. But if I had another channel, it's gonna be similar mics that I'm using. But I'm gonna keep this one for a minute because I gotta test and see if this is gonna be future proof, which it is. And keep the ones I got for now and make sure these last. And they all get replaced. They all get replaced at the end. So it's pretty much it. So I'll wait to the 2 hour mark, and then it's just what it is. I just passed that gas, and then I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad we up here. Just talking about it. I'm put this back in. Yeah, just put that back in or whatever. And put that back in. So yeah. So trying this new mic out, but this is gonna be my new secondary Sunday mics, by the way, because they're both of the same polar pattern, by the way, and we're gonna talk about it. It is what it is. So yeah, and then, by the way, this mic is made in Germany. By the way, this mic is made in Germany, so I can always get these on rap. I know people don't like it, but you could hear several things. But that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. But as you can tell, most people they just going to be tripping about online and stuff like that. They talk about relationships and things like that. It goes crazy for people. But you gotta understand something. Most people just want to be seen and heard. Like this week, I'll be talking about extra shit. Of course, yes, I'm talking about independent thinking series. Get away from these nonsensical relationship talks and talk about these harlots on the internet and just you got to think of yourself. Are you really focused on that so much, or do you care about that person's content? I'm just saying, because a lot of stuff it just gets it's kind of looped and things like that. So you got to be mindful what you're talking about, because people get caught up on the wrong shit. But shouts out to Sheed. He had a good stream I saw the other day, and he had a point about support. And he said, "Be careful who you make your idols on social media or things like that, or social network or the internet." Shouts out to the legendary Wacky World of O for saying that. I saw a little bit of that. Yeah, this stuff is real, man. You gotta understand. Most people just gonna look at things from a different perspective and how they look at things, and that's just how it is. I'm not tripping off of shit that matters. It matters. It's just what it is. Some people just don't care, man. I know people don't like the fact that we're talking about stuff. And yeah, so, yeah, trying this out. Now I tested this out before I even record or whatever. People said, "Did you test out this mic?" I said, "Yeah, I tested out big time and that sounded excellent." It's people said this is a dark sounding mic, but technically it's not. It's actually bright. It's a brighter microphone. To me, it has a bright sound. It's not a deep sound, but it's a bright sound. It's bright on the top. It's got good distance, and you can hear me from a distance, and you can hear the different frequencies distance, and it has this distance. It has no proximity effect, a little bit, but get up close a little bit, but not as much. But then you could talk from a distance, and then you see the hertz going little high, and then you get up close, ooh, like little clipping. It is what it is, but I talk for a certain distance. You see what you can get, but that's just how people just get caught up and be like, okay, that's how I talk, and then I talk it from an angle, just blow past, and then you just like, yeah, blow passing. But it is what it is. So when you have certain things like that, you be like, it's a little noisy, but that means I'm alive. But I put this on the stand this Tuesday, and then I'll pull it off the stand. If I feel froggy, I'll start talking to y'all. It is what it is, man. Like, this week is it's nice and everything. It's fall, sun's out, everything's out. It's just like you expecting much in anyway. So, oh, it's 4:25 right now. So, it's 1 minute. It's 4:25 right now. But it is what it is. So I see what's going on. I ain't trying to clean up nothing. Right, yes, like she said. Man, this shit's wild, bro. Let me see what's on Instagram. There's a lot of nasty women on here. I don't see why people just get caught up in that. Everybody loves this shit. Yeah, Instagram ain't never going away, but Facebook's losing bad. She's embracing the chump. Most people are. Yeah, a lot of people like to show off, man. Go to the internet, man. It's a lot of nasty shit going on. Everybody's happy, embracing it. That's cool. Everybody's doing what they supposed to be doing. Everybody ain't tripping no more. But that's how I look at it. But it's just people are happy. They outside because they're not in the pandemic tied down, and everybody wants their money. That's how they make their money. They want to travel. They don't want to be isolated. That's what this year has been about. They don't want to be isolated because if you're isolated, you don't talk to nobody. It's just what it is, man. They don't want to be in that situation. People are tired, man. They don't want to see that. They don't want to be stuck in the house, not doing nothing. But the internet was the only option. So people trying to survive. It's pretty much it. People was trying to survive. Like you gotta understand, people was locked down for like almost 3 years. It's been 2 years since they've been locked down, and it make you go crazy. That's why crime is so up. Especially in Georgia and stuff like that. That's gonna be addressed in the future. Yeah. See what's going on. What's Yeah, she cares about her heritage. She likes to travel. She's all right. But Q's cool anyway. I ain't got no issue with her. These women, they awesome though. I've been Last time I've been to the parade, it was like 2015, before the pandemic shut everything down. Of course, they'll be back to schedule next year. They do it around that time. This one with the alopecia, her name is Evie Spice. She's something else. Got a championship belt. She's crazy. I was looking at it on Instagram. What's going on here? The Boston's Boo Boos and man, the season ain't even started. I think it started. Did the regular season start in October? I think it did. I hardly ever watch the regular season basketball. It's just what it is. Eddie Robinson Jr. Prime time, man. He need to go sit down. He need to go sit down. He need to go sit down. Let me see something real quick. I done missed something. My body's acting up for some reason. Getting queasy as fuck. Getting queasy as fuck. Oh, she says she a sex addict. Yeah, it's 2 hours in, but I'm gonna keep talking until it gets to the minute mark. So oh, he talked about his gear. Okay, good. He turned it on. I'm gonna watch the professional later. So it is what it is. So, you know, yeah, I'll get some more water later. Watch the professional. I'm just gonna, chill and talk about my other shit. Yeah, just y'all be there on the independent thinking series. It's gonna be like 2:30, and I'm gonna keep up with it because I'm gonna keep up with Tuesday, whatever, because I'm gonna relax tomorrow, and then might see a couple of screenshots and I'll save that for next week and things like that nature. But people are gonna come through and talk, whatever, because I'm about to shut this down. If anyone wants to come through, uh I ain't gonna say make it quick or whatever, just do your thing and that's it. But if not, I'll say when it gets to the 5 minute mark. I'm gonna talk for when it hits to the 5 minute mark, and I'm gonna dip and cut this short because I know people ain't coming through because it's football season. Football season's here, because football comes first. And I know we in October. Did the NBA season start? It's the 9th. It's still preseason. When does the NBA start? Because I know, the NBA is like, let's see what the NBA is. No thanks. Let me see something real quick. Today, preseason. Oh, it's still preseason. Okay, cool. It's preseason because the season ain't really started yet. I'll be talking about some NBA content on here too on real soon. The season don't start till like 31st or mid, because they done change every fucking thing. The NBA is crazy. Yeah, the NBA has been weird lately. It's gonna be some new talent, but the defending champs is gonna have to show me something. Them Warriors. But that Draymond Green shit, let me speak on that bullshit. If a man gets in my face, I'm gonna crack his fucking skull regardless. I wish he would get in my face. He'll lose his life, bro. I don't play that bullshit. He on some weird shit. That dude deserved to get his ass beat. I don't care if we just won a championship. Fuck him and the team. Move me away from that team. I don't care how valuable he is. He's a fucking liability anyway. They ain't gonna win another championship because they got chemistry problems. Because that dude's a nutcase. He can't control his ego. He's a narcissistic fucking idiot. You ask me. And that's why I don't like motherfuckers like that in general. And I'm not a fan of narcissism. I hate that type of personality. It's a bitch personality, and they ain't gonna do shit. They just gonna talk shit until they get their head cracked. But that's just it. I'm just sick of this shit. Let me turn this little plug off. Yeah, let me take this down. I ain't talking to that other mic. I was just I was just chilling. Yeah. Wait till the 5 minute gets in. I unlooped it in a minute. But I'm just talking to y'all with this handheld, so it's pretty much it. Like when we talk about the Draymond Green situation and things like that, but it is what it is. And what I think of it, he's just being Draymond, being an idiot as he is. But that team it's already done. They're not winning another championship. I could tell with him and that team, they're finished. They're highly finished. Shouts out for the Nagon 11 for that. This is his word. He said they're highly finished. Yes, they're highly finished. I've yet to see this, and that's why I'm focused on this political sphere right now. This month, the next month, you already know the abortion comments is just they're on fire. They throwing shots. I be seeing these ads and they going crazy, bro. It is what it is. I'm gonna drop this thing down and just swing it over there. I have my other mic over there, so I'm talking to y'all with this one, and it's pretty much the same. But y'all expect this much, and that's just how I just look at it. Be like, all right, we here and just expecting even more, right? But you get what you get. You get what you pay for. And that's just how we maintain over here. So with that, I'm going to say peace and shalom. Y'all have a blessed day in the name of the Most High Yah. And I'm out. Yo!